First tonight, a West Michigan organization is celebrating after helping to pass a law in Utah that would require all cell phones and tablets sold in the state to come with a filter blocking porn.
Susan Pulsifer says many applauded the bill during Wednesday's hearing, but several spoke out saying, yes, porn is bad, but so is requiring a cell phone manufacturer to decide what content to filter.
The constitutional problems with this bill are numerous.
Although well-intentioned, CTIA believes this bill is not necessary and is unworkable.
I think that there's some significant problems with this bill that are going to result in some very important unintended consequences.
You know, and we've discussed this before, the war on porn, the censorship war that's going on throughout the world, especially in this country. We are days from the elections. And I keep putting this, emphasizing the last couple of videos. Know who you're going to vote for. Understand, those who are right now in office, the ones that their job is up, ask yourself this one question. Have they done right to you? Have they done the American people right when it comes to legislation, what the job that they're doing, the governorship? Whereas like here in New York, we have high crime rate, high taxes. You know, we have all these situations. And, you know, what is our governor and mayor thinking? Is that everything is fine. We just got to ban the guns, protect our people. That's it. And they just really don't give you the correct answers to how we could fix these situations. You know, they just tell you, you know, roast the whole pig just to get at the pork chops. You know, and that, you know, is not a way to think. It's a very dangerous way to think. Because basically, if you've gotten yourself to a point where, you know, things are really bad, you got to fix what the situation is. And the thing about it is, the other thing that's going on is you have these bills, and the same bills are cropping up throughout the country. But before we start, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, thank you for getting us close to that 600 mark. We do appreciate that. And it has really been a pleasure to bring these stories, this type of programming to you daily. So once again, thank you very much, and continue watching. And those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hopefully today's the day I earn your subscription. Now, the thing about it is, we've heard before throughout the country that they've been wanting to put porn filters on phones and computers. And the thing about it is, you don't want, how can we put it? You don't want the government interfering on what's on your computer. And the thing about it is well, it probably only means for families only. No, they're telling you is that we need to put a porn filter on every computer and phone. But the thing about it is, this is a waste of legislation. There are ways of blocking porn sites with simple software that's already built into it, like antiviruses and other softwares. That some of it's free, some of it, yeah, you have to pay for. You know, it's security software. But the thing about it is, we don't need legislation to have these installed in the computer. It is a violation because it's basic of the Constitution, because basically they are dictating what you can see on your computer, what you can see, what you can hear. What is, you know, what stops that porn filter from filtering out anything else? Do you understand? Any other sites, conservative sites, what does it stop them from doing that? We'll read this off of Express. Pennsylvania Republican introduces mandatory porn filter copy bill. Like I said, this is both sides of the aisle. There are those on both sides of the aisle that on there, and this is why it's important to know who you're voting for in the next election. A Republican member of the Pennsylvania State Legislature has introduced a new bill mandating default porn filters on phones and computers sold in the state. House Bill 2865 was introduced by Republican Jim Gregory and has been referred to the House Consumer Affairs Committee. Gregory's bill would hold companies criminally liable for selling any computer, smartphone, or tablet in Pennsylvania without a default filter, purposely to block children from accessing harmful content. Religious conservative GOP members and war on porn crusaders in several state legislatures have introduced similar bills, which are copyright versions of the original mandatory porn filter bill that Utah Governor Spencer J. Cox signed into law in March 2021. That bill only passed after an amendment with an odd mandate that it will not go into effect until 5 additional states have adopted a similar language. It gives a 10-year period for that to occur. Salt Lake City affiliate reported in 2021. As Express reported, a similar bill was defeated by more secular Republicans in Arizona in February 2022. Republican Greeley's proudly admitted to the local ABC affiliate that this bill mirrors the legislation signed in Utah, which doesn't go into effect until multiple states enact the legislation. Gregory, whose background as a TV sports journalist, does not seem involved in any neuroscience expertise, claiming that these unspecific porn filters would shield children from the harmful effects of pornographic material can have on developing brains by protecting them from inadvertent exposure to pornographic or access they attempt themselves. Porn filters such as Covenant Eyes have recently had controversy after a Wired report revealed that they are in fact surveillance apps, and we got a story on this coming in too as well, marketed to churchgoers across America by faith-based corporations. The bombshell report that the Google App Store dropped after determining that it violated its policy. Republican operative and Mormon activist Dawn Hawkins, CEO of NCOSC, you know that they were going to get involved in this, formerly Morality in the Media, has claimed that pornography can be highly addictive and that the reason has had objectively identified the norms of pornographic use. However, scientists have found no basis for classifying pornographic as addictive. The idea seems instead to have arisen from as a point of view as religious dogma. And that's the truth. There are studies out there. You can look them up. There are plenty of studies out there. You know, they try to say, well, porn is the reason why this happens. Porn is the reason why that happens. There is no proof of that nature. It's the same thing with video games, video game violence. This is the stuff. This is the Puritans that are doing this, the new Puritans. You're seeing on both sides of the aisle. And mostly this comes from people who want morality in media. You know, NCOS is one of the big ones. They've been around for years, decades. Actually, they've been around for decades. And they've been the spearhead of this whole situation. And it's not only here, it's also abroad as well. These are the people that are trying to censor what you watch. If you think these filters are just only going to filter porn, you got another thing coming. This is the Orwellian bullshit that you know you heard about in 1984. It's basically, this is the shit that, you know, we've been told, we were warned about. They want to put filters on there. These filters should be a choice. It's the parent's choice. Not everyone has children in their home. They want to put it on every computer and phone. Not everyone has kids. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? You know, this is the things that are happening. Government should not be making themselves involved on what is on someone's computer when it comes to adult content. That is the parent's job. That is the parent's job to watch their children on what their children is looking at on their phones, on, on their computers. There are ways of doing it. There is software. Some of it's free. Some of it already comes with the computer that doesn't have the capability for someone to monitor what you're watching. See, that's the major thing. They're trying to sneak in stuff that will monitor what you are doing on your computer. This is the same bullshit that France has been talking about, what Spain has been talking about, the type of software that they want to be put on these websites and computers. They want to know what you're doing. That, in this country, that is a violation of the Constitution. And wholeheartedly note who you're going to vote for on there. Do you want this? No, you do not want this at all. I know those of you out there, especially on BitChute, that have disagreements on the adult industry. I can understand that. That's your opinion. You don't watch it. That's fine. That's okay. But you shouldn't block someone from seeing it. If someone wants to see it, that's their prerogative. Today and I said this before, today it's the porn, tomorrow it's the anime, next day it's the R-rated movies, the action films, the sci-fi flicks. Where does it stop? It stops when they have complete control and they're just literally pushing propaganda to you 24 hours a day. This is the stuff, you see in 1984 and the stuff that the Nazis wanted to push back during the Second World War. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about this. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.